Honored guests, graduates, friends, and relatives of the graduating class of 2014, welcome. We are gathered this afternoon to honor our graduates for their achievements at Daemen College. The awarding of academic degrees dates back to the 12th century. The mace, as a symbol of institutional authority, is a tradition from the 13th century. And the medallion and chain of the presidential office originated in the Middle Ages as a symbol of self-governance and academic freedom. This afternoon, we carry on that centuries-old tradition. I'd like to begin by introducing the trustees of Daemen College, who are in attendance with us today. The trustees are the governing body of Daemen College. These are individuals who selflessly give their time and effort to oversee our efforts to make Daemen the first-rate college it is today. I will ask each trustee to stand as I call his name or her name and to remain standing. Please hold your applause until all of the trustees in attendance are standing. The chair of the Board of Trustees, Dale Demjanic, class of '79 and partner at Lumsden and McCormick. The vice chair, Thomas Stewart, class of '74, President and Chief Operating Officer of Culture. Caroline Hassett Burke, class of '59 and counsel at Phillips Lytle. Audrey Bunis, philanthropist and retired executive. Catherine LePage Campbell, class of '84 and former senior vice president at Blue Cross Blue Shield of Western New York. Kevin Carter, judge in Erie County Family Court. Robert Corr, president of Corr Companies. Jed Dietrich, owner of Dietrich Funeral Homes. Donald Hutton, director of New York, New Jersey Rail. Catherine Karlick, senior vice president for endowments and foundations for TIAA Craft Company. Seymour Knox IV, Chief Executive Officer of Knox International. Lynn Mullane, retired supervisor of the town of Amherst and past Commissioner of Ethics for the New York State Ethics Commission. Gail Mitchell, Assistant U.S. Attorney for the Western District of New York. Sister Dorothy Mueller, class of '66, member of the Sisters of St. Francis. Connie Very, former Executive Vice President and Chief Executive Officer at Kaleida Health. Jeffrey Wellington, President of the Buffalo Division of M&T Bank. Sister Edith Wiss, class of '66 and Provincial Minister of the Sisters of St. Francis. And Brenda Young, Professor and Director of Global and Local Sustainability at Daemen College. Please help me recognize and thank the distinguished trustees of Daemen College. I would also like to recognize the executive administrative officers of Daemen College. I'll ask each to stand and remain standing, and again, please hold your applause until all are standing. Robert Beiswanger, Vice President for Business Affairs and Treasurer of Daemen College. Michael Brogan, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Dean of the College. Patricia Rupert Brown, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Richanne C. Mankey, Vice President for Institutional Advancement and Interim Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students. Bobby Mills, Special Assistant to the President. Kathleen Boone, Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs. Sherry Gustus, Executive Director, Office of the President and Board of Trustees. Please help me recognize and thank the talented administrative officers. At the heart of Daemen College is an accomplished and dedicated faculty. Our faculty spend countless hours ensuring our students receive the finest education available, and they're also distinguishing themselves nationally through their groundbreaking research and creative works. Their commitment is one reason why the graduates here today are so accomplished and so well prepared to take on the challenges of a competitive world. Would the faculty and the emeritus faculty of Daemen College please rise and be recognized? Equally accomplished and dedicated are the staff and administrators of Daemen College. They too work tirelessly, often behind the scenes, to ensure that our students receive the attention and support that will give them every opportunity to be successful. Would the staff and administrators of Daemen College please rise and be recognized? The graduates of Daemen College hold leadership positions in nearly every state in the nation and around the world. They're attorneys and judges, nurses and surgeons, teachers and professors. Our alumni are active, enthusiastic, and generous supporters of the college. And this support from our alumni helps to make Daemen the first great college that it is today. Would the alumni of Daemen College please stand and be recognized? Finally, I'd like to thank the members of the Commencement Committee for their hard work in organizing this special event. The committee members are Sherry Gustus, Co-Chair and Executive Director of the Office of the President and Board of Trustees; Susan Gerard, Co-Chair and Director of Health and Insurance Services; Paulette Anzalone, College Registrar; Jacqueline Hearn, Bookstore Manager; Chris Malik, Director of Student Activities; Blake Thurman, Executive Director of Retention Activities; Margene White, Director of Conferences and Events. Please help me thank them and those that I did not name that made this event such a success. Now, graduates, you belong to a very special class of citizens. Only 1/4 of the people of our nation earn a college degree. In other words, 3/4 do not go on to finish their degree. You have earned a high distinction, and you're part of an educated elite. But with this distinction comes a weighty responsibility. As college-age educated citizens, you have an obligation to employ the intellectual skills you've acquired, and to do so not only in the workplace, but in your daily life. As a graduate of Daemen College, you have an advantage over many of the counterparts graduating from other colleges. Thanks to Daemen's innovative curriculum, you've mastered 7 core competencies. Besides critical thinking and creative problem solving, you've acquired effective communication skills and a high degree of information literacy. You've honed your effective awareness and your moral and ethical discernment. You've learned civic responsibility. In fact, while at Daemen, you participated in 60 hours of service learning work out in the community, engaging in such projects as helping to bring literacy skills to adults who had never learned to read or write, assisting the poor with preparing their income tax forms, or helping the underprivileged with their health care needs. You were among the 500 Daemen students who contributed more than 2,500 hours of service to local and global communities. While at Daemen, you became educated in the arts, the sciences, and the social sciences, thus opening your eyes to wonderful new bodies of knowledge. And perhaps most importantly, you learned how to tackle problems, take chances, make choices, and find solutions in your everyday life, and to do so intelligently. In your time here at Daemen, you learned much about one subject, your major field of study, and a little about many different subjects. And so you understand the world much better than when you first came to Daemen. But perhaps the most important ability you've acquired is a habit of mind, a habit to think critically and analytically about the world. This is the ability that will help you make wise choices for the rest of your life. And this ability may well be the greatest asset that you take away with you today. Now, graduates, you are members of a very special college, and I feel confident that no matter what challenges you experience in your life, you will continue to meet those challenges with wisdom and integrity. You've worked many long, hard hours to arrive at where you are today. I ask that you take a minute and reflect on just how far you've come. Now, you have every right to be proud of your accomplishments, and everyone in this room is proud of you as well. Now think about it. While you invested much hard work, and it may have taken 4 or 5 or 6 years, you did not arrive here without help. Your success, which we're celebrating here today, was a collaborative effort. I would like to ask the faculty and staff of Daemen College once again to please rise. Faculty and staff, help me thank them for all they've done for you. Thank you. Now, I said that your success has been a collaborative effort. I'd like to ask another group to rise. Would our graduates, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, wives, husbands, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, partners, and significant others all please rise? Let them know how much you appreciate them. That's it. There you go. Good job. Now, graduates, don't forget the skills that you've developed here as you become the successful individuals I'm certain that you will be. Don't forget Daemen College. Certainly don't forget your department and your professors. You are now and forever part of the Daemen community. We hope to hear from you often over the years, and I'm certain you'll continue to make us proud of you. You are now our graduates. Graduates, go out and do good in the world. Congratulations.